Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing the next 4 stages of the Hachette Partworks build the Doctor Who Dalek. And look, some of these stages are massive. Exterminate! You know, this is probably one of the only builds where we're up to like stage 30 at the moment, and I'm having to use 2 storage boxes because it's so big. This is what we've been working on. Check this out with our little mutant inside there, and we're doing all this whole interior section here. Now, I don't know if this is still available. I have put a link in the video description, and I've also got that QR code on the screen. I haven't even looked at the instructions, so let's find out together exactly what we're doing. Without further ado, let's get cracking. And it is this massive box that we're going to be opening first, stage 27. And I am interested to know what's in here. So let's have a look. Such a big box. Oh, get it out. Okay. We've got one whole piece section here. That's why this is so big. Look at this. Okay. If you are building along with me, that isn't the only thing in there. As you see, we've got 3 other little packets of things here. So here's the instructions. Let's see what we're doing. We've got some electrics by the look of it. We're going to be putting these back sections on here, and we're going to be mounting the electrics to that side there, just like that. So that's how it's looking at the end. This should be a nice easy stage. Let's open all these to ensure that I've got everything together here. And I've got some AP screws. Now, just looking at these here, these are our very favourite switches. So these are going to activate when either something turns or something attracts to the top of them, turning them on and off. For these, I do check to make sure that they haven't come away and they are in good condition. Matter of fact, they've put huge dollops of glue on the back of them, so I don't think these are going to be moving anywhere. So we have got this channel just in the middle of the frame here for this detail to go on. It can only go in one way because of the way the lugs are located, and I'm just pushing that in like that. That was a nice easy start. But having it this way round, we are going to start putting these switches in now. Now, the first switch that I need has a connector with the letter B on it, and it's just on the plug there. Okay, so the way this goes, it's going to be going this way on here, making sure that the switch is facing this direction. So the open end of the switch, as you can see there, is pointing towards this circular bit here. So when I put this on, it's going to go on just like that. We're holding that in with those AP screws. And they really don't want this moving, so there's 4 of them. But we have got a circuit board going into plastics, or whatever you do. Don't put these in too tight, otherwise you'll have the danger of breaking that circuit board there. And this is actually going to be a pretty easy stage because we're going to be doing exactly the same thing on the other side, ensuring that we put that limiter switch in exactly the right way round. So this one's labelled C, again having it this way round, and it's going to go down here like this. Now by the look of it, I'm guessing that we push down on something here and it's either going to turn something on or turn something off. That's what I'm reckoning. And with this last screw just going in here, that is all there is to do in that stage. Let me just show you the top there. As you can see, we can operate these switches from this side here. Probably hear it clicking. So here's stage 28. Let's get this open. And here's the magazine. Oh, what we got here? Dalek issue 28. We sincerely apologise for labelling error that appears in issue 28, specifically in the part supplied photograph. The correct labelling is provided below for your reference. Okay, so we're going to need to use this one here rather than what's in the magazine. Let's just have a quick look here. I don't know what the difference is, but you know what? I'm curious now. So we'll have a look. But as you can see, this is what we're going to be doing on this one. As a matter of fact, on this one, by the look of it, there isn't a page like that. It looks like they missed out the whole page. That's what it is. So smaller box this time. I'll just get everything out. And we are still working on this where we had the switches. And I'm looking for this bracket here, which has got a stamp of an A on it. Now I'm going to want that to go this way round, probably best on the top camera, over these lugs here. So it pushes down into that channel just there. And then on top of that, I've got this panel here, which has got a number 1 on it. I'll show you how we put this on. It's just basically going to be going over the lugs on this side here, so that it fits nice and flush. Whoops, get this in. Just like that. Okay. Now, loads of screws to hold this in. First of all, in the top ones here, I'm going to be putting FP screws. We need 3 of those. And these are flange screws. Very big flange screws. So get them in. I'm putting these in. I am just ensuring I'm pressing this in so there's no gaps. Because then I need AP screws, and we need a few of these. We actually need 6 AP screws, and they're going into every hole that we can see around here. Perfect. Okay, next one we're going to be putting in is this bracket here, which is labelled B. This time, this is just going to go over the top of this section, just like that there. And once again, those flanged FP, is it? FP screws, that's the ones to hold that in. Okay, that's those 2 into place. And then finally, we've got this section here, which is going to be going over the top of this, so that these are poking through the other side just like that there. That's looking pretty cool, and that is also all there is to do in that stage. In stage 29, here's the instructions. Not a lot in this one by the look of it. We are going to be putting this mesh on the top, over the top of what we created there. So when that's in, this is how it's looking. Okay. Bite-sized chunk stages in this month's pack. That's how that's looking. Okay, so following what we've just put in there, we're going to be putting this over the top, lining up all of those lugs underneath. That's perfect. And then we've got these brackets to put on there. It doesn't matter which one we put on, but they're going to go here. One like this, with this shorter side just here on the bottom. And the other one's going to go here, just like this. Now they're held in with JP screws, 3 screws each side. He says as he just knocks one off. Well, that's one in. Let's get the other one back in. And this does actually just push everything together. This is the last screw just going in here. And there we go. When that's done, that's all there is to do in that stage. Which means we're on the last stage here of this pack, stage 30. Here's the instructions. And we've got these neck sections here to put into place, which are going to go around what we just installed in the last stage. This is starting to look pretty iconic, how we're finishing this, and this is what's coming in the next pack. So I'm going to get all of these open. Now these have all got numbers on them, so we've got number 1 and a number 1. So a thin number 1, a thick number 1. And then this one here, number 2, and a thick bordered number 2. So obviously these 2 are going to be going together. So we may as well, look, they spilt it for me because they had already put it together. I'm going to do it again, just so I get the joy of doing that. Okay, so let's get these slotted in. Just like that. I'm pushing them together there. And do the same with the number 2. They just push in You heard them clip. Excellent, they're done. Bring over what we were working on here, and it's going to be the number ones that we're going to be putting in first. Okay, so the way you put these on, hopefully you might be able to see this on the top cameras. You put these just on top of this, like this, above where you think it's going to go, because you're actually going to be slotting it into place like this. And when you push it down, it's going to lock those into where they actually go there, as you can see. I'm holding those in with those flange screws again. These are FP screws, so I need 2 of these. Very clever. Then we're going to do exactly the same thing on the bottom one. So again, I'll show you. Put it on top of where it's going to go and then push it down like that. It actually holds itself in. And 2 of these screws. Now with the brackets that we've got here, they're going to hide these screws, but we've only got brackets now for the top one first. So I just put them over, push them in. As you can see, that hides the screw just on that side. Do the same on this one here. Excellent. And that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. Now, speculating where things go here, it looks like this is going to fit perfectly around the back of this section here. They don't ask us to do this yet, but you know me, I have to have a play. So it's going to probably go in like that. So that's how it's looking from that side. But coming along quite heavy. You know how heavy the actual dome section is. So let me put that down gently. I'd love to know how much this final model is going to weigh. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely shelf-bendingly heavy. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.